Today we're looking at Article 4, Section 1, 2, 3, and 4 of the United States Constitution. Hello and welcome to the Daily Bellringer. Please don't forget to subscribe and take a look at the questions down in the description. Also, don't forget to check out the worksheet in the description that goes along with this video, available at dailybellringer.com. The first three articles of the United States Constitution created the framework for the U.S. government, with Article 1 defining the legislative branch that makes laws, Article 2 the executive branch that ensures laws are enforced, and Article 3 the judicial branch which interprets laws and their constitutionality. Now, starting here with Article 4, we get away from the organization of the government, and instead Article 4's main theme is state relationships. How should the states basically treat one another, and what are states' relationship to the federal government? Section 1 of Article 4 requires that all states honor the laws of other states and laws passed by the federal government. This section really lays the groundwork for a very important principle in American government, and that is federalism. Federalism basically means the sharing of power between different levels of government and really divides the responsibilities of government between local and federal government entities. The best way to picture this concept is to think of a wedding cake with three tiers or layers. At the very bottom of the cake is the federal government, made up of Congress and the President and the Supreme Court. The federal government has the responsibility of dealing with major issues such as national defense or foreign affairs, major nationwide issues. The next layer of the cake would be your state government, with individual state legislatures and state governors. They handle issues such as maintaining roads or funding schools or giving people their driver's licenses. These are a little bit smaller issues that can differ from state to state. But then the top layer would be your local governments, with maybe a city council or a county board and a city mayor. They handle items such as trash pickup and making sure the sewers are connected. This is a rather ingenious system as it divides the responsibilities so that no one level of government is burdened with so many details. So for instance, imagine if in order to get your trash picked up on your street, Congress had to debate and pass a bill that then had to be signed by the president. That would be an extremely inefficient system, and who knows if your trash would ever get picked up. So under this federalist system, the responsibilities and powers are divided. But if you study American history, you will find, of course, that the issue of sharing power and defining who has more power, the states or the federal government, would become very, very controversial and eventually would contribute to leading us to civil war. Article 4, Section 2 guarantees that citizens of one state be treated equally and fairly like all the citizens of another state. So states are not to discriminate against one another or treat someone differently because they come from another state. Also within this section is the idea of extradition. If someone commits a crime in one state and then flees to another state, if they're captured in that other state, the original state where the crime was committed can request that the accused criminal be returned to face trial in that original state. Article 4, Section 3 outlines the procedures for admitting new states to the United States and outlines control of federal land. Since the United States was founded with 13 states, there have been 37 states added to the Union. The Constitution does not specifically set requirements, rather it says that this is left up to Congress to decide. In general, Congress has set certain population requirements before a state can apply for statehood, and after that state has applied, they have to create their own state constitution and submit it to the federal government to be approved. Lastly, Article 4, Section 4 ensures that each state has a Republican form of government. Now, they are not referring to the Republican political party here. In fact, that party did not even exist when the Constitution was written. Instead, they were basically saying each state is required to have a system in which the people are allowed to vote for representatives to their state government. Or another way to say it was they wanted to make sure each state was a republic, which means the ultimate power is with the people and the representatives they elect. Also here within Section 4, it says the federal government will protect states from attack, or if there is local fighting or riots within their state. With this, you might think back to Shays' Rebellion, which happened just prior to the writing of the Constitution. So there is Article 4 of the Constitution dealing with state relationships. So with that, hopefully you learned something, and thanks for watching.